considering that method, we want to check for HCF first. And then, what do we do? Solution. So we write our 8, and we start diagrammatically like a tree. We start forming a tree. And the first question we ask is, 8 can be broken down into a pair factor, something times something. So let's say this 2 times 4. 2 times 4 will give us 8. So we already have a prime number in between the two. Number that can only be divided by itself and 1, which is 2. So that 2 is, if it is 3, we are going to circle the 3. If it is 5, we're going to circle the 5. Then we have 4. 4 is not a prime number. Assuming 4 is a prime number, we would have also circled 4, and that would be all. But we can still break down 4 into a pair factor, something times something, and that will be 2 times 2. So eventually, we get to still circle these 2 and circle these 2. And why all this? It's just for us to eventually get the combination of numbers that will lead us to the highest common factors. Because it's all the numbers we circle that we eventually bring out. 8. Then the other one, 10. Let's get that of 10. 10 can be broken into a pair factor, something times something. That will be 2 times 5. Aha, this is what I'm talking about. So 2 is a prime factor. 5 is a prime factor. So what do? Our 10 is equal to 2 multiplied by 5. So what are we going to find next? We're going to find the common factors. Because we are looking for highest common factors. So for us to get highest common, we need to get common factors. So common factors will be, so 2 is here, 2 is here. So this 2. Now 2, this other 2, there's no other 2 to complete to pair with it here. There's no other 2 here. 5, 2 does not have any brother at the top. So all we have is 2. So the highest common factor will now be equals to 2. That's it. So now we're now saying, if we are now looking for the LCM, let me just partition like this. LCM is now equal to that highest common factor, which is 2, multiplied by other terms in this expression. Other terms in this expression. Why? I want you to understand this thing very well. If you look at it, if we use the normal tabular format to solve for LCM, let me quickly digress and use this. Okay, let me still continue from it. If we use the normal, it will be like this. We have 8 here. We have 10 here. We'll do like this. We'll use 2. And then 2 in 8, 4. 2 in 10, 5.
2 again.
2 in 4, 2. 2 in 5.
2 again.
1.
5.
So we know it's 5. And then we have. Good. And then our LCM will be
2 times 2 times 2 times 5.
And that will be 40. That will be 40. Yes. Now, if you notice something very well, these 2 is checking for common factor. Like at the same time, it broke 8 into 4 and broke 10 into 5 at the same time. if we actually wanted to do it in another way, we would have the 2 dividing 10 would have divided 10 separately, meaning that we would have 2 of 2 times 10 and still have the 3 2s here. 8. This is 10. 2, 2, 2. 8. 8. And the 2 of 2 times 5, 10. So normally, we would have had 4 2s here. This is 1 2, this is another 2, this is another 1, this is another 1. We would have actually had 4 2s in this LCM to make 6, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 16 times 5. That would have been 80. 80 is a multiple of 8 and 10, but it's not the lowest common multiple, as we have 40. So what this has done is it has checked for multiple appearances. So it has reduced that multiple appearance here, cutting the 2 at the same time, rather than bringing a new 2 to cut 10, bringing another new 2 to cut 8. That is exactly what this one too has done. Look at what during the HCF, while we are looking for HCF, these 2 has factored out the common factor, which is 2. So every other terms, if you multiply them by this HCF, you will get your LCM. Following this formula, that HCF times other terms, HCF have helped us to take the space of this common something, and then it will now be 2. It will be 2 times, so other terms, we have 2 2 5. Two, 5. That's 40. That's how the method helps us to solve for both. So, but the thing there is that we can always go ahead to use our tabular method to solve our LCM. If we are looking for LCM, just LCM directly. Say find the LCM, find the LCM, find the LCM. This is, we can always use the tabular this thing.
Method 2, we have to use the pairing method.
Yeah, but if they say find the HCF and LCM, from this point we can easily get our HCF and LCM. If we use this method, we just get HCF and say LCM equals to 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. That's all, without needing to now start all over again to do. So that's the interesting thing about that method. That's the interesting thing about that method. So over to you. Solve and drop your answer in the comment section. Thank you.